so sugar low right now.
Mm.
Sugar low.
That's good.
So, one person's go.
It's so nice. I recommend I make it one sugar though.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
This is so rad. This is so cool.
It really is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is awesome. Are there no chopsticks?
That one, then just get up and then, oh, this is a nice one. There you go. Got some chopsticks for us.
I'm just going to put my mask on quickly and find out if there's chopsticks. They're going to go get chopsticks.
Awesome. There. Yay, thank you, Bean Man. That's so funny, Bean Man. There's coffee beans in my ice coffee. Awesome, thank you. Super chill, thank you so much. Basically, you gotta pretend the whole world's always watching you every second. You can't even, you have to be like,
I'm so excited about California rolls.
bro, Bean Man. Legend. Bean Man just gave a whole bunch of stuff.
Thank you.
We're having sushi.
Yay.
I was in a live yesterday and we found out my wife is getting a haircut and the person who washed her hair owns this place. Or one of the owners.
Yo. Oh, this looks so good.
It does. I'm literally
I'm like almost
an hour,
salivating.
an hour past when I should have been eating. I'm like shaking it.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Sushi. Sushi. You seem like a really nice guy. The seemings can be deceiving. Mm-hmm.
That's so good.
Mm.
Oh, that's really tasty. It's like one of the best salmon parapoli rolls ever.
Great,
Yo.
It is a good change, eh? What's up, username? User. Actually out and about. I want to do more out and about stuff.
This is phenomenal.
Good, eh? And the soya.
Heaven.
Soya is a different quality.
You know how some famous people carry their own hot sauce around with them? I'm like really tempted to start carrying my own wasabi around with me because we have that really hot one at home.
Good photos.
Stunning. I'm so happy right now.
Pizza. Salapito. How you doing?
A beta.
Sushi. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Such good sushi. I put these pictures in the kitchen and get these printed out. Make sushi.
Beautiful, eh?
They're going to be really good. Like, with a micro lens on them, micro thing happening. Are you on a date? I am. They're very pretty girl. Okay. We've been on a date for like 16 years. It's my wife.
You're on a date for 16 years.
I won't let her go home. Her parents stopped calling like 5 years ago. Oh, wow.
Love sushi.
Like I can do sushi now.
I understand. I love this stuff so much. Should make it a point of trying all the sushi places in this area. But this is the best so far. Just the quality of the ingredients are amazing. You're so firm.
Well, thank you so much. We look good together. Thank you so much. William try it. Oh, that's so cool! It's Rebecca! She says hello.
Rebecca, hello.
Oh, there Rebecca. Having the sushi. Mm-hmm. It's good stuff. It really is. It's a cool guy. Arrivederci, Vito. See you later. And a nice coffee. I like it like that. Yeah,
That's so funny. A Vito and we're at OB Market.
and that's so funny, Vito, you saw. This is actually called OV Market. See? Vito, OV Market. Seamless consciousness.
So funny.
What is that? Is it bush? Is it busy? Bush the bosom. I was like, is it busy? It is true, eh? It's Rebecca's true. Rebecca's just saying, like, I'm lucky to have a beautiful person across from me. And like, I'm supposed to be doing the live, but then I know people would rather look at her. So I keep moving it back to me. Oh, it's amazing. Cool guy. This is like one of the best sushi we've actually had. And like, I had the best sushi ever like 2 weeks ago. And this is better. And the cool thing was, cool guy, if you were in my live yesterday, I was in a live, and then the person in my live was like, what a small world, your wife's getting her haircut by me. So my wife literally wants to get her haircut at the same place as somebody watching me who happens to own this place. So we were like, yeah, gotta try their sushi. Small world, eh? Oh, it's good. This whole place is lovely. Mm-hmm. Ooh. It is strange, eh? And it's like, oh, like 1:30. You're stunning. As in Rebecca saying you're stunning, and then just saying it's strange. Like, because it's daytime here in Australia, it's probably like 11 at night or something.
What's that TikTok sound?
Mm.
Just because you don't like the day, it cannot always be night.
It is, eh? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Oh, it is Wednesday. It's Wednesday here still as well. Oh, it's 10:22. So full.
Oh, in the evening, of course. Huh? Sure, they're way ahead of us now.
It was so good.
It was really has got great fruit soda.
Could have done 2 of those easily. Maybe they got dessert or something. It's a good photo. But this place is really cool. I'll actually show you. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. What if people realize that their thoughts can be heard? You know what I mean? Like from body language to facial expressions to a person's like a book, basically, pretending that they're not. This is super chill, yeah, right? We've been live for 15 minutes. This was all 15 minutes. We ordered, got our food, ate our food, ready to
Very fast.
very well. So we could literally thingy now and go home and say, "Alright."
Yeah, it's so quick.
Yeah.
She actually arranged to take some photos.
Well, that's what I did. Just but an official one way. But you can see they've gotten their photos done.
So lovely.
Yeah, they're really super organized, yeah. Exactly, that's me as well, Rebecca. I've been watching, like, listening to my own words, and it seems like my words are this seam between two differences, and my words literally bring the differences together. So Rebecca's saying, I talk to manifest the process, and then it works. Exactly. See, that's Woolworths behind me. It's Woolworths food thing. You got a Woolworths. Does America have Woolworths? I know England is Woolworths basically. I'm wondering if
England is Woolworths.
it is.
Don't they have Harrods?
No,
Do
they're
they have
Woolworths. They are Woolworths,
Is there Woolworths in Australia?
probably, and Canada,
There is in Australia.
and Canada, yeah, but not in America. I'm intuitively guessing right now, and I'm right like 73% of the time. Oh, Rebecca has Woolies. Yeah. Australia does. Rebecca just said they do.
It says here, it's Australia, Botswana, Eswatini, Ghana, Kenya, Lesotho, Mauritius, Mozambique, Namibia, New Zealand, Tanzania, and Zambia.
Did you know that Safeway was Woolworths?
What?
Well, she said it used to be called Safeway. And from in here, we've got Safeway like products, like stuff that gets rid of lint. But you probably find that Woolworths and our clicks aligns,
Something like that.
in a roundabout way. Because the first time I heard about Woolworths in England, my brother went there for his chefing thing. He's like, they got Woolworths, but the Woolworths is more than what we got going here.
I thought garlics and Woolworths were somehow related. Because garlics doesn't exist.
Yeah, I know garlics.
And then Scottish Foods also its own thing, that also doesn't exist.
Tea and tarots from there. Are we going to get a look straight back to Bigger Pay? You're going to get CBD and stuff, huh?
We should get see if clean terrace exists.
Now, I'd like to, they'll have the chanting bowls there.
It seems it's permanently closed.
What's favorite clothes?
Tea and taro. But it also said this place is permanently closed. So I don't know if
The three egg omelette here is good. There's Andy's Kitchen, Daily Dose.
and just sushi.
Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
3 restaurants in one.
And that's the OB market. 3
Clever.
restaurants make up OB market.
Clever.
It's very clever.
What is the one thing you can't live without? Oh, what kitchen? Oh, Andrew's Kitchen. Rebecca's like, I know Andrew, he's got a kitchen. This place called Andrew's Kitchen. And then Rebecca, if you were on my live yesterday, somebody in my life was like, said to me that my wife is having a haircut with them. And I was like, how do you know that? Meantime, my wife's actually down the road, and the person was on my live while my wife's there, and they own this place. That's how we found out about it. You got an Andy's Kitchen. We got a Hardy's. Andy's. You got an Andy's Kitchen. We got Hardy's. And then this is Andrew's. What's the one I couldn't live without? I don't know. Nothing. There's nothing I couldn't live without.
I'm addicted to the internet. I can't lie.
The internet's very important. The internet.
Having access to all that info. It's addictive.
My fourth max. I said my fourth max. My triple jab. My triple.
Can't live without it.
You can't live without that.
Cool, there'll be cocktails on there.
No, wait, I didn't finish. Oh, what is the best food? Oh, spaghetti bolognese. Really been through this today. Broad beans. I have no use for them. I have no use for them. Useless things. No need for them.
That is so funny.
Are there, so then, are those like,
Thank you so much.
do you get like male versions of them? Or are all broad beans females? And why do they call a girl abroad? So she could go overseas. So she could go overseas. Abroad. Yeah. Oh, look at that broad. It's like, what are you talking about? The lady.
Oh,
Broad beans.
never had broad beans.
Aren't they just the white, the kidney beans that I'm thinking of? Aren't broad beans the big white beans?
Those are sugar beans. Those are me. There's a broad bean. Looks like big green beans.
Broad beans are lovely. What are you talking about? Do you not like them? They're not lovely. I would just eat them. And then would you eat them like that, or would you actually take them out of their pods? Would you actually, because some beans you can eat them they're sweet and they're in there and they're nice.
Like edamame.
There's edamame, those are nice ones. Yeah, we're looking at them here now.
Look alright to me. These things, eh?
I don't know. They look promising. Okay. What is that word? Blurred.
Blurred.
B-L-U-R-G-H.
They can be roasted.
Roast.
Yeah, like this.
Those are nice. They look like they would go nicely in a Buddha bowl. Roast them with some turmeric. Boom.
But then, I mean, I eat Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels
I was
sprouts.
told that I can get a t-shirt from you. I said to her, I'll do photos if I can get free merch. She's like, what size are you? I'll get you a t-shirt.
I think she's probably still in the process of organizing it.
I said medium. No, but she will organize it for me.
Cool. That's so sweet.
But I mean, you can have stand-up comedy here. This is a great venue for stand-up comedy. You know, I get Angel or somebody else, and I wouldn't perform, and I'd pay them and I'd make people money. And then I'd sit there and eat and throw broad beans at the comedians. Say, make us laugh, idiots. Too old to do comedy. Who's the coolest person that follows me on TikTok? I follow myself with a backup account. That's the best other person. My other backup accounts.
I think Gilmer's probably.
Well, Gilmer's officially they are. You know Gilmer Chris. He's like top 10. He's got like 33 million followers. He follows me. That's the coolest person. Officially. But if you had to ask me, I'd be like, I've got 3 backup accounts and my wife's account. And it's the coolest people I know. And my brand of comedy is great, because then a lot of people are going to run around after knowing me and be like, I'm the best. I mean, they're the best. Everyone's going to now self-endorse, which is amusing because you're not allowed to do that. That's why I do it. Makes me grin. So we just catch a thingy straight back, yeah. Can we shoot? It's like for half an hour.
Walk around.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Let's get to walk around.
We're gonna walk around. Yo, thank you, Cybran Sheffins.
Keep those water bottles over there going. I need a big water bottle, basically.
What are you on about? Seriously, how's this person? How's this person? You look sad.
You look sad, man.
Oh man.
You look sad. Were you out enjoying drinks and sushi? You look sad.
It's a beautiful life. I'm depressed, bro.
It's so depressing.
It's never-ending joy. When does it stop? And I'm telling you now, this person's like going to do the whole, I was just trying to be nice, but you're not. It's just a person's way of saying, oh, you look sad, can you talk to me?
Those people are projecting.
You're literally projecting. Oh, you look like you need someone to lean on. Lean on me, bro. So you don't even stick around to find out if I'm okay. Sure, superficial nonsense. She looks so sad, and you look sad apparently as well.
Do I?
Yeah, we got another already trying to project.
Do I look sad and beautiful like an indie movie?
Yeah. You're a little pixie dream girl. If only I could. Did she say that when you said, she said you're like an indie movie?
It's so funny.
Do you get to be sad in indie movies?
Yeah. Hello. Indie movies are all about the sadness. It's that, what do you call it, summer? 50
Oh,
Days of Summer.
You were
and that
right.
kind of thing. Manic Pixie Dream Princess
but
stuff.
then it's funny how I picked up on that. I didn't even know that you were going to say indie movie. Yeah, and that's so good that I said it. I said Manic. She just said it now. I just said Manic Pixie Dream Girl. And the thing is, I hate Manic Pixie Dream Girls. I didn't even know they were a thing until I bitched about them. And my wife's like, that's a mixed Manic Pixie Dream Girl. I'm like, I hate them. And my wife's like the polar opposite of one of them. I won't let her be one. I won't. If she gets upset, I go, don't. Don't upset anyway. Yeah. And then she doesn't. And if she goes, oh, I'm so confused, life is so confusing. I'm like, it's not confusing. It's simple. Follow my voice, sound of my voice.
You're so funny.
How are you on this app? It's complicated, Sethi. It's complicated. I'll teach you sometime how apps work. You're doing really well. I just keep pushing the thing back to you because you're nice and pretty and stuff.
You're pretty.
And the people watching will be like, what? He's got friends. I got friends in low places.
That song is so good.
Touchdown. 85. That's when I crash landed my spaceship in Paul. I crash landed 11 times. All at the same time, in different time spaces. I am, but I really am. Oops, broke my jaw. Exactly. Says I'm winning at the moment. I'm winning at life.
It is.
Because it's a competition.
That's a competition.
People will tell you that you're just here to experience yourself, but that's just what losers say.
Whenever I hear winning, I think of Charlie Sheen and how he's found God now.
I always think of winning and it's a race. From Rat Race. It's a race, I'm gonna win. Then he falls asleep.
That's such an underrated movie.
It really is. It really is. Like John Cleese and them are like,
It's so good.
and I have these teeth because I'm extraordinarily rich. Right, you go to the thing and they're like, we're gonna hide behind the curtain and watch you. Why would you do that? We've got lots of money and we have nothing to do with board.
Yeah.
That is funny, Rebecca. It was 2002. I read something channeled from the Archangels and the guides at Archangel Michael and Metatron and all those people, and they were like, whenever you hear that song, think of that, think of them, think of the other side of the veil being your friend, basically. You know, watch now when I mentioned the song, my wife's like, I hate that song. You got a friend in me. So she's
do. I really do hate that song.
So you see the irony, Rebecca? My guides are like, whenever you hear that song, it means that we're with you. And then my wife's like, I hate that song.
I literally do that.
So now I'm like, wait, are the guides taking the mickey? Are the guides not in my wife? But no, the guides are nothing but your wife. All 11 archangels are in my wife, but she hates the song that the guides told me to listen out for.
But maybe if someone
Do you see
covered it.
Do you see the humor there? That's my guides. Nothing but funny. And then all my guides will go, no, we're not funny. Nothing is funny. Shut up, though. That doesn't make you laugh. Guides aren't supposed to tell me to shut up. And they're like,
yeah, but it's because your guides know that like you're a contrarian, so if they tell you to do something, you'll be like, yeah.
I'm the third star sign. I'm a contrarian. It's two hands locked in a thumb war. It's my nature. Life is very simple. Casbot. Hey Casbot, weren't you here earlier on? Yeah, no, my guides infer that, but don't. My guides are always saying weird stuff like, and they'll whisper to each other. They'll be like, Garth's not ready for impending doom. I heard that. There's no impending doom. Shut up. What, do you want to move around?
So chill.
I'm literally laughing so much I'm dizzy. If I stood up, I'd probably fall down.
So fun.
Like, that's the best. That's what I've never spoken to Canadians about that food. Canada makes the best pet food on the planet. Like, I've probably never eaten in a kitchen that clean as the Akana kitchen. And the foods as well, the salt where they sauce their salad, where they...
Yeah,
Yeesh.
it's like literally the best pet food you can get, and it's made in Canada. It's Canada's brand.
Try to get a job with them. I don't know. How many hours a week?
40 hours.
40 hours? I'm never going to 40 hours for somebody else. Rebecca, but like big time. But it's soul group stuff, Rebecca. Definitely soul group. So I'll show you in the car on the way here. There's too many people think too similar, and then what are the odds? You know, soul groups. The algorithms benefited our soul group. If you half resonate with someone, it means you've probably incarnated as them as well. I think we've probably incarnated us as ourselves like 50 trillion times just to get this right. And then do it to another person, and then wait, hold on. Who was the meanest person to me? I need to incarnate as them 50 times. Okay, that was the point. This time I'm going to go through my life respecting everybody.
Really cool songs. It's all covers.
I think this is no copyright free from YouTube they're playing, because there was a test like remix one earlier on.
I heard the Doja Cat remix as well, so. It's what they're called? The Killers.
Hey, Mr. T1! Stuff, you must be just having sushi here.
Hey, Mr. T1, how you doing?
We're in Lakeside. Your wife will know Lakeside real well. It's like two train stations from her. She's not there anymore. She's with you, but if she was still here, we'd be 2 train stations from her. You want us to say hi? Oh wait, no, she's with you. So you just say Lakeside, and she'd be like, no ways! Tell her we're at the old bread mill. Literally, at the old bread mill.
Did you come here on a school outing?
No.
I came here on a school outing and we got free bread. Each of us got a free loaf of bread. My parents were all like, you better bring that bread home. Or my grandma's. And I was like, hell no.
That must have been the best thing since sliced bread.
It was. But it wasn't a sliced loaf, funny enough, that we got.
I would have thrown it on the ground.
No ways.
I did that. I'm saying my story is so bad. I was such a bad person.
That was
Senate 2.
Yeah.
We went to the Alexio pottery factory. One of the girl that I had a crush on in my standard. We went to their pottery factory, and I got somebody to give me a big piece of clay that was making clay. Like I said, can I have that? And they gave it to me. They weren't allowed to give it to me, but they did because I was charismatic, and they gave it to me. And then we all got given a little portion, and then I was told, no, I can't keep my piece. I have to give it back. You know what I did?
Threw it on the ground.
I threw it on the ground as hard as I could. So it would go splat. And then
Basically makes it useless.
it wasn't that. No, they reincorporate. It wasn't that. It was the tantrum. You don't throw a tantrum like that. In Standard 2, I was like 9. 8 maybe.
Oh, Standard 2, I'm thinking.
Standard 2, so grade 4.
Yeah.
And it's hectic because I lose my moment for myself. But if I was aware, I wouldn't have done that because it's the girl that I've crushed on's parents' factory. So she would have looked at me like, whoa. And it was at the end of the year, and we were getting along well. Anyway, so I had to apologize to her and the parents and the class and everybody. And I did. I was wrong, so I had to. The worst part was I let myself down. I was cool. And that made me not cool.
Yeah.
From where your wife's former school is, exactly. And what school did she go to? That's exactly what I'm saying. It's 2 stations away from Harfield Station. It's this lakeside, then Steenberg, then Deep River.
Yeah.
Deep River, then Harfield, so 3 stations. Well, you could say 2 stations. 3 stations is 2 stations. Meaning, if you're at a station, you just have to travel once, twice. Travel 2 stations. Never concede. Yeah. Terrible way to break out the clay. But it was all symbolic and it was all good in the end. It wasn't really. It changed eventually. It's now a leather couch shop in the same location. Same name, Alexio. Alexio Leather Couches. That was...
It's there.
That is exactly... Yeah. Funny enough, we were talking about where your wife's school would have been. Well, that's still almost station. What a small, cool world, eh?
It is actually pretty rad.
So glad you popped in. Making your iced teas tonight. And then I regularly do this.
Thank you for your funny haircut. Love you so much. Thank you.
There's quite a couple of stations between Lakeside and Harfield. Do you think of Heathfield?
Oh, God. Was it Heathfield or Harfield?
Wow, Coco Jumbo. Coco Jumbo is this song.
Please. I need this place.
Eating a bean.
Yeah. Ended up selling a coffee bean. Tandy's and her mom, friend of mine at school, her mom was in advertising, so she'd get products for free. And she'd have little bags of Sambuca coffee. Because black Sambuca used to come with coffee beans. And they'd like coffee beans hanging on the neck.
Is it?
And her mom would put those coffee beans in the car with coffee smell like coffee.
Okay.
And I was like, what are those for? And then Tandy and Mom were like, no, if you forget to have coffee in the morning, you can just eat a few beans. And I was like, really? And I believed it.
That is so funny.
I'm in standard grade 10, and I'm like, I'm so gullible. I was gullible till the age of 20. Everything the world told me, I believe.
That's funny.
It's a great way to let
But those chocolate-coated coffee beans...
the lies eat their own nonsense once I'm done taking it.
But you like those chocolate-coated coffee beans I got before?
Those are nice.
I'm not a big fan of that.
I'm actually not a fan of it either. But once I get chewing, there's no point stopping.
This was that big bag of Belgian chocolate pellets. That was the best. It was like, rah.
It's so funny. A lot of people wouldn't have got, younger, wouldn't have been out and about, and then now there's like 2 years brings a lot of people that aren't out and about. Whether you're younger and you don't go out to malls, or whether you're 16 to 18 and you're not out and about by yourself. The people that are out and about by themselves in the last 2 years are 300,000 more people, and just in case, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Like, for example, when we went to the Unfoot, everyone there felt like, who are these people? The dress sense was different enough from what I hadn't watched it gradually change.
Okay.
Spend large periods of time away from everybody and then really interacting with people and being away from people.
I got even more of that when I was in the restaurant industry. Honestly. It was just like... I don't see it as much in the restaurant.
I should probably log off. The go fixed address thing probably cooks at people's homes and stuff as well. They do fresh juice here as well. Mint, apple, spinach, cucumber, apple, beet, apple. That's nice. Yo, sap! Hey, you're not back, Max. I'm out, and this is a new live. Yeah, Max, don't, like, if you don't mind, Max, don't say hi that way. I'm back. Sorry I had to go. Sorry I haven't been in your lives. Just you'll get a better response from me. Not that that matters. Just if you want a good response.
We should get it straight for our plants so we can like
Spritz them, yeah, we must, but we need to get pots for them as well.
Yes.
Badly.
Yes. And I want to make that thing, the trellis for the Facebook feature room. It'll be gorgeous.
Some post cheese. Hey, nice one, bro. Alex, absolutely, bro. There we go. Hey, dude, Alex, is that you? Alex, is that you, bro? Okay, it's not you. It's not Alex. It might have been Alex, but it's not Alex. Check Alex. I thought this might have been Alex. He's only turning 18, so it can't be Alex.
Could be. Like 18-year-olds these days.
Nah,
You could be a
it's not
football
Alex.
player.
Football don't have muscles. Football players are skinny like
American
Beckham.
football player.
Yeah, it doesn't look
Gridiron football. Maybe he's a quarterback.
I don't think so. Although Craig said he got quite big for his 17th year, and they won the league.
Blue Mountain State, those guys were just out of school. Those are
No,
college
that's
boys.
college. No, that's
College is just after school.
But that's 18. 19, 18, not.
17-year-old turning 18 will look like that.
Oh, the same as the rugby.
Yeah.
Dude, talk to us, Alex. I could get in shape like that if I wanted to. And that's the funny part. I go, oh, we do that, and again, you laugh, and then they go, oh, whatever. And then I do it, and then I'm like, what? How do you do that, bro? I would like to just once in my life. It'll only take 100 days, no longer than 100 days.
I also think but the gym you have to wear a mask. Which is
No, I can do it at home. I don't need just a backpack, and it's about eating and not smoking. But not eating bong, and my appetite comes back, and working out twice a day. We were eating sushi, Alex, but you need to talk to me. I've asked you a question. Is that you in your profile picture? You ignore me, and then you have your own conversation. Is that you in your profile picture? I could do that. No, but the joke. Oh no, okay. In that case, I'm not going to call you Alex anymore. I was only calling you Alex because you're big and strong and I'm scared. Now you're going to get called Post cheese. No, you could if you wanted to. I was an ectomorph, super skinny, and I get in ridiculously good shape. You're capable of anything, and whatever you believe is the key. So like, oh no, 20 people said I couldn't, and 40 said I could. Hunter, what's up, dude? Yo, Jojo, hi Hunter.
That's so cool.
So we could literally go sit on Chapman's Peak, sunset, talking to people, watching the sunset with people.
That is such a good idea.
But we will do that. Like, Hunter, thank you so much for those gifts, dude. What we're going to do is we'll do outdoor events like this, because we're going to go to World of Birds soon, live stream the whole thing. Well, the thing is, Alex, the person who I learned the gym from, also overweight. The whole of their school career, overweight. And their nickname was Michelin Man. Okay, so everyone teased them, got out of school, ended up befriending a bouncer who trained them at the gym. And then that's the person who trained me. And that person was in the best shape out of anyone I'd ever seen at that point. I'm the best shape anyone's ever seen. So dude, you seriously, that's do anything. I think you should post all of your Pokemon content here, Hunter.
That's so cool.
And then it's fun, because then you can have pictures of yourself as a kid. I used to be like this last week. Hey bro, you're getting like super shape after like 3 years of training, and then you can show side-by-side photos of yourself as a chubby 14-year-old. You can tell that was last Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know how I had to work hard to get in shape like this? You can do it too! And then you just motivate everybody. I'm also a big Jim Carrey. Oh, of my style, thank you. Your name's so good. I'm a big fan of your Jim Carrey styles. Okay, you cool. It's like, it's so cool, the person's name is the Pee Poo Poo Man.
That's a horror, like, no, but that's a fake horror movie, or is it an actual horror movie, the Pee Poo Poo Man. Did you not see that already?
Aiden, and his name's Aiden as well. But here's the funny part. I just need a baguette and a brochet. And a brochette. I don't know, I think he's French. Can you say hi? My name again for everyone to hear. Of course I can! The Pee Poo Poo Man? Everyone here is looking at me now, thanks.
It's a ripoff of a movie called The Bye Bye Man.
The Bye Bye Man. Pee Poo Poo Man. A brochette. A brochet. Oh, check it out. That's funny. And I'm like that. Past, I just laugh. Of how you used to look, really? That is funny. You see the fun you're going to have now, because Because now what's happening now is you're used to it, and then you're going to build up a mind that's going to back up your change. And then people with the weak minds who used to pick on you are going to be picking a fight with someone who's 10 times more potent than them. This is what I deal with every day in my lives. Like, I grew up being ridiculed by, like, everything. Teachers, parents, kids, everything. And I love how I went along with it, but stayed positive and happy. So that when I developed a good defense, people are basically walking into a trap. It's so cool, bro. That's cool, Alex. Alex says people still try and tease him for being fat back then.
It's like that movie with The Rock.
This is so cool. Spamberger just calls in with, are you still discussing quantum physics or having a light-hearted coffee shop banter? We just had sushi, both. Because we're in a state of flux. Quantum mechanically speaking, we're still discussing mechanics even when we're drinking coffee banter. Awesome, Hunter, thank you. Yeah, the person saying here that the movie was an inspiration for their name.
Oh, that's so cool.
But overall, exactly.
That person probably goes and read it.
And the thing is, Alex, people are going to tease you to see how you handle it. And then they're going to take notes. And that's how they're going to deal with their bullies. Everyone has a bully somewhere. Yeah, no, Hunter, she is. You seem awesome.
My moments.
Thanks for the likes. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure you're going to walk around here. You don't want to... No, you want to... Yeah, let's walk around. What are we going to get for a walk around?
I would say thank you for vegetable sushi days.
Yeah, I'm using it slowly. Definitely. PP Poo Poo Man. And PP Poo Poo Man, I'll give you a follow. Just because you got a cool name, Hayden. A real man of culture. Scholar and a gentleman. Yo, Max Elliott, thank you so much for the likes, dude. Cool, I'm gonna take this off first. Carry on streaming without the stand. I'm gonna have to put my mask on if I stand up. As soon as I stand up, I put my mask on. Which means I might end up putting this off. No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Yes, that was me pushing my chair.
Guys, thanks so much.
Cheers, eh? Thank you so much, eh? We'll be back soon. Thank you. What are we gonna get? So I'm gonna face the camera up myself until I see something that is interesting for you guys to see as well. Then I'll turn it around. Just gonna flip it around now. Cool, eh? So you want the oysters, yeah? Yeah, you like the oysters? Sup, Norman? Hello, Norman. Took your advice, just posted it. Nice, Hunter. You must just keep doing it, Hunter. And like, I don't know. Like, you got the Hunter, the slideshows and stuff, like the 3D thing where the picture turns. Yeah. Much better. This is nice. So now we're gonna walk out of the venue just because it's like so nice outside. This is Lakeside. We're having a lovely day out. Thank you for being so cool. Is that Monkey Edit? Can't see your name. I can barely see stuff now. I'm barely able to read. I suppose if I turned it around and you looked at me rather, just probably hold the camera up.
Should we go left or right?
That way, because that's where home is. I don't want to go away from home.
Sushi's so nice.
This is actually lovely.
Yeah. You want to like just walk?
We walk a bit and then see what happens because this Lake's Museum's right there. That's Museum, the road things are.
Take your mask
Oh yeah, well, fuck to have my mask on. I hate masks. It's such bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna flip this thing around now. Boop, boop. Hey.
on. My hair. This is the one bite. So bad.
What is?
Stealing flowers.
Not stealing flowers. It took some flowers from a bush. Like not. I mean, I guess.
This is so deep. Where's this supposed to be?
Not Craig Road, no. I think she's further back that way.
Okay. Maybe my auntie lived here.
It was a try something.
This is Tremor.
It might have been that actual building right there. It might be number 5 right over there.
I'm sure it is.
Maybe. But that's so weird that she would have lived in Craig Street.
Yeah.
Or Craig Street, if you will. It's still enough. Oh, did you hear? The 53rd, your 53rd something on the DNA is what makes sure that everything's functioning nicely. Just coincident, it's called
That is so
the
funny.
53rd peptide or whatever. It's also the thing that the RNA vaccine targets. It prevents your body from checking your body.
Okay. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
But humans ultimately hate themselves and want to die. Let's not pretend. Hey? Oh. I'm just thinking how long it takes us from here to Luxembourg. It's a lovely day.
It's so lovely.
Oh, Vitterboom, that's so cool. It's Vitterboom. So Vitterboom is after. So probably 5 stations, 6 stations. That's so cool. That's nice. If we wanted, we could go down there to the flare. It's a total distraction. If you want to. See where we're walking to. This was an old neighborhood. Like one half of the friends all lived around here.
Frangipani!
Woohoo!
Oh, it smells so good. Also known as plumeria.
What is it known as?
Plumeria.
Plumeria.
Yes, that's the other name for it. Plumeria.
How pretentious.
Frangipani. Frangipani.
Totally, every neighborhood has its own energy.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like a certain, whether it's the height of the road or the, I don't know. Like you'd psychologically develop differently if you grew up in different places.
Yeah.
It has a weird resonance to it. Like you'd grow up to be an idiot if you grew up here. It was the half of the kids that didn't let me play soccer with them, and would never pass the ball to me, and would make clubs that I wasn't in, but everyone was invited but me.
Why is our government into planting poisonous plants as like the verges? Oleanders are lung poisonous.
They might clean stuff, they might clean soil or do something special, or there might be an abundance of them, or it could have been habitual. Governments have always done it, for these governments to do it, who knows? Maybe.
So rad.
And so basically, I grew up across this water. I grew up with all these there's a whole bunch of white houses across the water. I grew up on that side. But I spent my weekends at this flare, sailing. It would be so funny. There was a time when they were looking for someone to run the base.
Really?
I would have killed for that. You get a 4-bedroom house, you get a salary, you get the run of the whole base, all the boats to sail.
So
all that equipment is yours. You get to host. Oh, they do have a rad roundabout. Yeah, hit your head on hard. I like that one. So across the water, there's all those white houses. That's the marina. That's where I grew up. So I would sail out of there. I could literally sail from my house to the base, spend the weekend at the base, and sail home. And I remember I almost did. Pinans came to interview me as a scout leader.
That's so rad.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not volunteering my time.
Yeah,
Unless there's like, can I, maybe the Air Scouts and I get to fly for free or something.
that'd be cool.
So check where we are. It's so funny, the yacht club, oh, I still find another small world. So the yacht club, when I was in junior school in the other neighborhood in Sunlands, the cleverest kid in my standards was Graham. His name was Graham, okay? I just remember he was the smartest kid in my standard in sub A, okay? I was with him for 2 years. So sub A and sub B, I ended up going with a girl named Kirsty from Weinberg. Kirsty was a Western Province sailor. She came to a party here with me and hooked up with him. And I'm like, what? That's the guy from, I used to play cricket with him in his back garden. How weird is this?
That's so funny.
Oh, sorry, I push these things fast.
It's fun.
Ooh.
It's so cool.
It is quite fun.
What else have you been on the freaking roundabout?
Now, this is the moment.
There's swings too. Swings and roundabouts.
Hi.
It's fun.
Mm.
So pretty. Those
They're horrible, eh? Shit clouds. Fucking hate clouds. What have clouds ever done for us? Nothing. Here's an igloo. So we always used to sit on these like this. Oh, you're not sitting properly. It's like this.
No, because that's the safest way.
Yeah, because you put your leg there in like that, and then you can just lean forward. And then I used to push the hardest because I figured out as
Like push at the set. No, don't do it.
that's where I would push that. I'd actually push over here,
Yeah.
and then I wouldn't even run. I'd step around the circle
Exactly. Don't.
and get it going so fast.
Don't though. Please.
I won't.
I'll fall off.
To try and
Funny.
you've seen them do with a scooter and the rope.
No.
They could take a scooter and a rope and then put it wrap around there, and literally people get thrown.
No.
No, but like the people got hurt doing it.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
No, that's dumb.
Humans are humans. The humans. See, and the bridge is right there.
Wait.
The footbridge from the flat, it's right there. The ocean's right there. We would walk for like maybe 10 minutes down here to get to home, to get to Muizenberg. We should walk along here. It's actually a great path home. Back to where we want to go. You're allowed to dump in the. You can take a turd right in there. They don't mind. And then we must come sailing here. This is where we'll come sailing.
Well, I mean, I suppose you went hiking this year, so.
No, we will go.
It could happen.
No, it can happen now. I get hold of Jonathan if you want. We can go to Simonstown and sail.
I wonder if people come in and they're like, is it a crocodile? There's no crocodiles in here. But like, if people are like, oh, a crocodile.
I don't know.
Tourists and stuff.
Yeah, more than possibly.
It's like that.
I don't know why they don't just let some crocodiles in here
Because
to the fish.
why? Like.
No. I mean, you get salt from fish, you get salt water crocs. I don't know. The water's pretty gross. I mean, the fact that these fish are even surviving in here. Because this is all runoff from all the neighborhoods. Then it hits this big bad boy, and it goes all the way to the sea. But this isn't... Growing up, we knew not... You rather avoid swimming in this. We would capsize and we would swallow lots of the water. And I turned out good. I turned out gooder than the other. And then further back you go, then the better the water was. Where there was a time when the marina people would swim like it was a pool.
Sure.
The 80s, there was a swimming pool. Hey?
Can't even.
Not even 1 year later when I was there. My parents would freak out if I even asked to swim in the water. Like, no, you can't swim in that thing.
It's
Gross.
the same there by Emil. They've got blue-green algae there though.
Is this like a weird fungi growing on the... Yeah. But yet inside there
That's great.
is probably entire universes. Entire universes are arguing about inside there on a macroscopic level. Entire galaxies are being formed. Emperors are going, good, kill him. And then we just these weird creatures lumbering by the side. And then just think that on a bigger scale, there's probably creatures literally dumping us, going number 2. And we're getting dumped onto some great plain somewhere. It's beautiful. This would be a great live to download. How long has it been? No ways. It's been 72 minutes. It's still inside the duration where I could download it easily enough. That'd be great to go all the way from Sushi all the way to this walk.
This is so nice. Oh, there's a jungle gym across there as well. These are. That one's got trees here.
Yeah, but that's what's his name. That's what I'm talking about. That's Park Island. No, Park Island. That's Park Island. That one is the other one with the resort. And you go picnicking there and stuff. Yeah. We used to end our big walk there, but it's only the big walk, not from this school, from Sunlands. Sunlands big walk started at Cemetery, and we walked all the way along the beach for whatever 5Ks, 6Ks, and then it finished up walking up here. But we didn't even live here then, and we did the walk like 4 or 5 times. I remember doing it before I was in the school for Carl. The big walk. And we get sponsored. 50 cents of Carmen or whatever the story was. You can fetch the sponsorship. That was the first time I ever heard the word Rockefeller. My neighbor was like, I'm not Rockefeller. I'm like, who the heck's Rockefeller? Why can't you give me 50 cents, sir? What's your problem? Just give me money. And then I killed it in 1990. Marina del Garma, guys, that white area with 3 different sections, over 1,000 houses. I went every single house.
Seriously?
Yeah, I raised 105 Rand, won a skateboard. And the cool thing was there were 2 skateboards for my standard. The guy that beat me, he did 130 Rand.
Yeah.
I got the better board for some reason. The teachers couldn't judge the boards properly. And he was upset. He kept staring at my board. And I was like, it's my board, bro. Get away from me. Yeah. And then I raced home and I took it apart into pieces, took my actual board that I had into pieces and made 2 combo boards. And I was like, Carl, let's go play on skateboards. And Carl was like, I don't need to. I'm like, I've got another board. He's like, I've also got a board. I'm like, yeah, well. He's like, you can have it. And he still gave me his board at the same day. So 3. Yeah. And then another smaller one. I had a whole bunch of equipment to pull apart. And then probably 6 months later, Kim is in my lives. Her brother, I did a swap and a buy, and I still owe him 30 Rand.
Oh no!
And we worked it out. It's like 250 Rand now. I owe him 250 bucks. And he said hi the other day. I'm like, where are your bank details, bro? And he's like, funny. I love how all these stories are all interconnected and they still run in a sense. And then we had Anne and Kim in the live at the same time.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Is this a launch of something? Like, what would you launch here?
Oh, you're very clever.
Must be great.
Yeah, you're very clever. That's exactly what you do. You bring a boat and you back wheel it here, but obviously the thing that the other slab's missing.
Broken.
But that's very well spotted. Exactly what that is. Not a jetty, a causeway. Isn't it called a causeway?
No idea.
Oh. Yo, let's do more of this. Whoa. Just stepped in a hole. Hey, who's that? I can't see your name. Hi. Who are you? Tell me who you are, because the name is grey and I can read the writing.
Hi. That's actually really good.
Sorry, monkey. Is it monkey edits? You say monkey edits. You can't just say monkey. intuitive. Actually, I am. I thought someone else here earlier on was you. I was like, is that monkey edits? Is that monkey edits? Yo, yo, yo. We said sushi and now we're walking home. Not home, we're just walking in this general direction. Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
Hmm?
No, not really. No, as a joke, I was thinking about these bright spots.
What about them?
You get here early
Yeah.
and you leave like cooler boxes at all of the spots and tents, and you're like, no, these are mine. My friends are coming now. And the whole game is to try and keep them for yourself, and you're just for yourself. See how long you can do it.
My friends on the way.
Yeah, they're almost here, guys, on Boxing Day.
Oh my lord.
And you've only got a stick and a bottle, a spray bottle to defend your property.
That's funny.
Yeah. As soon as you spray someone, it's over. Then you spray someone in the face to try and deter them. The collective will attack you. Well, they are.
They're like dags.
Like dags. Oh, that is so rad. Literally pulled in there to go. Is it Lee? It is Lee. See? It is. She goes, say hi. Wow. Looks beautiful. Really is. That really is beautiful.
It's really cool.
There it is. That's where I grew up, people. What is it? Poles. It could have been an old jetty. An old jetty, the top isn't on it anymore. So this is where I grew up. So Musenberg is just over there. The high school is just over this water. You would naturally, this mountain is part of your scenery, and then the ocean is over there. So like in class, we would look at the flags by the beach to see what the waves were doing and what the wind was doing.
Oh, just full on look up.
I never knew about this road. It's fascinating.
Huh?
This road I've never walked on, because this field over here is my junior school field, sports field. Otherwise, that was Musenberg. We used to walk from the junior school in one long single file all the way to this
I
place.
was about to say, it's a bit of a distance.
And when I was house captain at the end of junior school, it's like I'm finally, I never realized I was finally house captain.
Yeah.
And then I stand on a nail 2 days before the athletics,
no.
right through my foot. Guess who's not allowed to run?
You get a tetanus injection.
I didn't, funny enough. I don't know why I didn't get a tetanus injection. I should have.
Yeah.
But I wasn't allowed to run. Okay. Because they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, I won't. I basically bluffed and sulked for 2 days, knowing I was going to run.
Sure.
Like, you can't as house captain not run on the day.
Yeah.
So, and then I still wore my, it was Haley. Cynthia got me these shoes, Haley, big, like Jordan Airs.
Okay.
And I ran in those.
So funny.
Well, I ran / hobbled.
Oh.
Yeah, but there's only 2 people in the race, so I guess I got points.
Oh.
I had to finish. And I was here. And that was, my house was Dyer's. And the only reason why I was captain was because Sean was overseas. Sean was overseas with his parents doing
That's
something.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Sean was super popular.
Most popular person in the standard.
Sean Loman.
Yeah. And then he came back and he tried to negotiate. He's like, so who's captain of the soccer team? I'm like, I don't know, I haven't thought about it yet. And I'm like, oh, you can have it if you want. Which wasn't really a thing. He should have taken over as head captain in totality. It's probably like sergeant training.
That's so awesome.
I'm telling you now.
People are so cool.
I'm telling you now, it's like they're training for like detectives.
That is so rad. That looks like a nice inhabitable bush.
No, those bushes are great for that. They protect you from wind. In fact, we did
It's
that.
awkward, eh?
The one time at Alan's house when we went and chopped shrooms, and then we left at like 2 in the morning and came and sat under one of these bushes. And I kept staring at that mountain going, the mountain's inside out! It's a hologram! We're going to get to the bottom of this and let everybody know. It's inside a hologram. Wait, is this planet a spaceship? Could be thousands of levels. And then from there we still managed to get a taxi, old school taxi back to Mike's house.
Where
Where was Mike saying?
Kenilworth. So we were like, what? How do you have that much money left? You know, where money just keeps pouring out of your pockets. Like, what's money? What is money? Why do I have these? What is everything? And why are my fingers melting? And then it was so cool. And then after that, I had to go make a plan to do something after that at Mike's place. And then Maddie phones me. Yo, what you doing? Come stay with us.
Aww.
I was like, yes. It really was one of those like yes moments. Yes. You know. Head full of shrooms. Somewhere to sleep. Somewhere to rest. Well, tomorrow my quest continues.
It's very weird those two big power things are there.
Yeah.
But it's quite random.
But yeah, they are the train stations power things, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, but there's a power station there. I remember sitting at the French people. What's her name? Zuzu and somebody. Well, she was Zuzu, and her daughter was something else, and then it's still Emma's connection. Emma's boyfriend was part of their crew.
Are you talking about Awaken?
Yeah, Awaken, yeah. So across from their house is the power thing.
Ah.
Remember, it's like an actual power station. I remember sitting talking to them, and I was like, that power station's disturbing me. Does that keep the whole grid up? Does that power the whole grid? The whole overlay? This is lovely, eh? Like this is a great spot to go and take a photo. There will be a day when there's no wind here, and you get the most beautiful picture of the trees reflecting off this water. Or if you went and stood on that bank, you get this. Because there were days when I would surf, and that mountain would be reflecting on the water in the ocean. Like I'm sitting there paddling, looking at the water right next to me, like, and then it would be that mountain. So I'm staring at that mountain, but I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at the water. Yet I'm looking at every single little detail in the mountain. There were like probably 2 or 3 times like that. Funny enough, this is the entrance right there to their place. This entrance right here to their place. And this is, yeah, you know this place. This is the bowling thing. Didn't you rehearse here with it all? Because that was, okay. Because if the theatre, they rehearse here, and they're not using the theatre.
No, we had our rehearsals in the Fisher. Or the last theatre stuff that I did.
We should find a good play. 2-person play.
That'd be fun.
It would be. Get our own venue, put the performance on, and just do it, just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
And then like opening night jitters. It's fun. Is this a nursery? Is this a nursery?
It's a famous nursery.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's so rad. That is so cool. I was reading yesterday that the Fynbos display at the Chelsea Flower Show is one of the Queen's favourites. Like she always looks
Oh,
forward to it.
really?
Yeah, and it always wins gold. Like the Fynbos display
No
literally
ways.
always wins gold.
Always liked the Queen. Always liked she was a good. Oh no, don't hide. This is hectic. My wife's phobia. My wife's one phobia. Oh my gosh, look at this thing.
That is so creepy. It's so well done. It's so creepy.
Yeah, it is so well done. I was like, oh shit, she's gonna freak out. So one fear is moths. Why don't you make a video of that? Oh, here we go, look. It's about this moth.
What? It's a butterfly apparently.
Is
Oh
it?
my gosh, there's only about 50 to 100 of them actually remain in the wild.
What? Oh, so this thing's on the verge of not existing anymore.
Yeah.
But that happens continuously.
Critically endangered. Literally 50 to 100 of these actually exist. Wow.
Why don't they just get this one to mate with all the other ones? They'll have a super brood. So there's a whole like walk around park here with all the different plants you could look at.
This is rad.
It really is, eh? So now we wouldn't go that way. We would, because you want to get to back to the main road to go home. We can call an Uber if you want from here.
I don't even know where to tell them to fetch us.
Well, then we want to get back up to the main road. There's the Cape Cuba shop there on that. That's exactly up this road.
Okay, let's do that.
I'll take you. Oh, yeah, Amusement Genie. I'll take you to Amusement Genie. It's a landmark. Yeah. Uber can fetch us. It's my genius school. Pretty cool. Hey, who's this? Hey. Literally can't see who it is. I'm gonna swap this around for a second. Nah. We want to cross now, basically. Who's the person that said hey? Still can't see your name. Type your name out. It's like, type your name out. The typing is in white and your name's in grey.
It's so funny how many Natal plums we're seeing now. After I told you French poems about plum are my favorite flowers.
We win lottery 5 times in a row is my favourite numbers.
Flowers.
And we win the lottery 10 times in a row. I keep mentioning it and it keeps happening and it's so annoying. Gosh. I want money to become meaningless.
That is so cool. Look at that wall.
Rad, eh?
Yeah.
Check this wall out, guys.
And the painter.
That's right. I'm gonna go walk straight into a car. Like, oh, oh. Why'd that car hit me? This door, I think it's not. Choo choo. That's a nice building. That's a nice building. I like it. Wes Anderson. You say it's village and then you slow it down. What is?
I'm saying you don't want to go to the village.
What village?
He's in Big Village.
No, the Blue Market.
Yeah, like
What are you
that
talking
village.
about? Oh no. You like Palmer Road and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe there's you can have a cappuccino or something.
Yeah.
Alright.
It'll be fun.
This is fun. I mean, the battery's still strong.
Yeah.
I don't know when my data's on. But who's this person that said hey? Oh, nobody. Yeah, a lot of these houses have been redone nicely.
Yeah.
Actually, I couldn't. I don't like the energy.
That's the only
I don't like any of it. From where we walk to here, to there, to here. Marina Garment go fuck itself. This whole place can go to hell, basically. No, see, I get such sinister vibes here. Like, I trained here. I grew up here. I'm strong because of here, but I wouldn't hang out here. I'm not going to go live in a hyperbolic time chamber, thank you.
Yeah.
I train there so that I can beat Freezer up, not so that I can never stop training.
So I'm guessing Planet Kids doesn't exist.
Yeah, the Jewish Centre. Does it even exist? This is a centre.
I don't think so.
We used to college to come here all the time. We did our lectures here on music in the Old Testament. I went through my training. What? The Old Testament? Yeah, it's a soul lock. What? Yeah, they got the kids to, and the girls and the men to sing in the temple. They created a harmonic vibratory lock. So you got stuck in a reincarnation cycle.
I mean, go left or right?
Definitely going to go that way.
Right.
Or we can go straight through. There'll be an entrance there, roads on either side. That's probably the better road, eh?
It's up to you, right?
That one's the prettier one.
Yeah. Oh, that one goes past Blue Big Garage. Yeah.
Mm.
Which is open on Friday evenings now.
We can go to Friday night if you want. We can go live stream Friday night.
Yeah. Fun.
Really fun.
Give us some pulled pork buns.
Oh. So I like to pull some pork buns. Okay, I'm swapping it around again.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, that's me.
Look at the mountain. Oh, that's so pretty. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty.
This is so rad.
Cool. I'm going to end this live now, and then I'm starting it again straight away.